Hey y'all, Shay here. Thank you for joining me for this week's Whip and Chat. WIP is work in progress, and then we're just going to chat and hang out for about an hour. I am working on a diamond painting, so go ahead and pull out whatever you want to do for the next hour, and let's just, keep each other company and catch up. So yeah, I'm excited. I love these videos. I always look forward to them every week. It is Thursday for me / Thursday for y'all. Hopefully I can get this up same day. I normally try to film these on Wednesdays, but I'll get into that. It just didn't happen this week. So yes, we are here. We're going to do this, even though our schedule's kind of out of whack in my world. But first off, let me know how you are. Let me know what's going on, how you're feeling, kind of what's going on in your world. I want to know. And sorry, y'all, got to diamond paint real quick. I see one little symbol I thought I was done with, but you know how it goes. As soon as you put it away, you find another one. So yeah, I think I got all those. All right, I was diamond painting earlier this morning, and I was like, I just kind of stopped midway, and I'm like, what am I doing? I need to do my whip and chat. So I went and got some coffee. So go ahead and grab something to drink, something to eat, and yeah, we're just gonna kind of hang out, right? I was going to say something naughty and dirty, but I'm not going to do it. Hang out with our somethings out, right? Okay. Anyways, back to our program here. So let me get rid of this symbol. Okay, I don't need this color anymore. Let's go ahead and chat and talk about what I'm using and what I'm working with today. I am working on Matchmakers Maze. It's a Mandy Manzano. It's gorgeous. It's from Diamond Art Cub. And it is a 65 by 65, and it's a square, okay? I love square paintings. I mean, the square drills plus like the square shape. I don't know why. I just kind of like that. Thought this would be really cool for Valentine's Day because it is February. Is it February 2nd now? Sure enough, it is February 2nd, y'all. Happy February. I need to put my February dessert cup up. By the way, if... little disclaimer real quick, if you hear anything, see anything, we did get snow and ice here, so my kids are on day 3 of not being at school, and my husband's also here working from home. So dogs, kids, husband, you never know what's going to happen. So if I get interrupted, I do apologize up front. All right, so that's the diamond painting I'm working on. And then my tray is from Bella Art Nicole. Love their trays. It is 3D printed. It does come with a stopper and a lid, but I don't use either one. So yeah, they just pour right out, and I thought it was really, really fun, kind of a hot pink color to go with a lot of the pinks I'm going with. I do have simply gilded washi tape with their signature bows, just kind of, getting the glue on the outside and then sectioning off. I'm excited, y'all. I think we're going to be able to finish the second row. This is the very last square that I'm working on. And so, yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, oh my goodness, four rows left. So, yeah, I'm almost halfway. One more row and I'll be halfway, and then I could just flip it upside down. Okay, so that's my tray. And you'll have to forgive me, I'm kind of all over the place today. My pen. Check this out, y'all. This is my Enablers Outpost pen. And I'll have everybody linked down below if you're interested in any of these items. This is a beautiful pen. Again, the pink was feeling like the Valentine's Day vibes. And I do have, in my single placer, I just use the metal tips. Or the not stainless steel, just the brass tips that come with the pins, micro glue dots. And then in my, I don't use the metal tips. I've tried and they just don't work for me. So I just like the good old, plastic white ones, the thinner ones. This is a 7-placer. That's probably my favorite. And I'm using Chit from Enablers Outpost, and it's in cinnamon scent. And I do have a little piece of washi tape in here because my multi-placer was sliding out a little bit. And so I just kind of wrap some tape around the base of the multi-placer, and you just put it in there. Yeah. Oh, I love this pen. It kind of reminds me of bubbles, kind of ocean. Love it. All right. So what else, y'all? Oh, my storage containers. Elizabeth Ward. There are 65 colors, so it's quite a lot of colors. So I have 2 of these going. Yeah, and I am adding some additional ABs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional ABs that I'm including. It did come with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already, so it's gonna have some sparkle to it. Yeah, and I got these from diamondpaintingdrills.com, so I'll have them linked down below if you want to check them out. I got like a sampler pack a while ago, and I just kind of pull from that and see what I have in my stash. So we have that. What else? What else? Of course, I have my little cutter, my ceramic cutter, so I can cut the plastic off. Oh, you know what I forgot was my cover minder. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And this is from Cover Minders Saban. She does have an Etsy shop. I thought this really pretty starfish would go well with the painting. And what these are used for, if you're not familiar with them, there are 2 magnets. Okay, so this magnet you're going to put under your painting. And then, here, I'll go ahead and do it. Hopefully I don't shake anything, y'all. But yeah, I have this section right here peeled back. Let me scoot y'all down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So this magnet will go under that section. And then you grab this guy and yeah, they meet, see? And they hold back your plastic. So, and they're kind of just fun, decorative things to go with your painting as you're painting. And I have quite a few of them and they're fun to pick one out to match the painting. But again, these are from Saban. Love her cover minders. They're very, very, as someone described them, they're very girthy. They've got girth, which I thought that was really, that was a good description. All right, what else, y'all? I think that's it. Okay, so let's get into the nitty gritty and the meat and potatoes of this. Yeah. Like I said, I'm a little kind of scattered today because the kids have been home for 3 days. There's no like routine or schedule. So I'm just kind of, yeah. It is 10:37 in the morning. Let me pick my color. Let's go with 803. Go with a little bit of blue. So yeah, how is everybody? Welcome to, I think I've got some new folks lately, look like. So thank you for subscribing and thank you for joining me. So if this is your first time, welcome in. And if you're returning, thanks for your continued support. Really do appreciate y'all. And yeah, so let's just, we're just gonna get going. I love squares. I like that pop, the crunch that you get in between, you know. Oh yeah, it's so good. I love it. A little ASMR, y'all. All right, so I'm trying to figure out where I should start. I feel like I should back up and start where we left off. But at the same time, there's been a lot going on recently in the last few days. But yeah, so let's just talk about what's been going on now. And then we'll kind of rewind and go back to the beginning of the week. Let's see. So Monday night, we got a snowstorm. Now, I do live in Dallas, Texas, so getting snow is rare for us. It doesn't happen very often. And when it does, we kind of shut down because we're just not built for it. And that's kind of what happened. We got it Monday night, and it was more like ice and sleet is the best way to describe it. But it was white, but it was crunchy, like, you know, like I said, like ice. And so that happened Monday. And so school was canceled Tuesday. And Lou, my 10-year-old daughter, has been out and about with all her friends, having an awesome snow day, tromping around the neighborhood and just, you know, loving life and just loving not having school. My boys, who are 16 and 17, they've just been chilling in their rooms and gaming with friends and just having a good time. The good part is, thank God, we have not lost electricity. I think it was 2 years ago now. 2 years ago, we had Snowmageddon. And we didn't have electricity for days. It would go on and off. It was like blackouts, and it was super scary. So we're all kind of, you know, afraid that was going to happen again, but we're not getting the same amount of, you know, it's just the temperatures are freezing. So that's why it's not melting yet. But yeah, we have not lost electricity. So thank you. But let's see, we're on Thursday. So the kids did not go to school Tuesday, Wednesday, or today. We don't know if school's going to be canceled Friday for tomorrow. We don't know yet. They're just kind of telling us, you know, about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon for the next day what the plan is. So yeah, I've been able to sleep in because normally I have to get up about 6:30 to take my youngest to school because she's in 4th grade. And yeah, so I've been able to sleep in. This morning I slept in till about 9. The first day, I think it was Tuesday, I didn't even get out of my pajamas. And I don't think I had showered on Monday. And I was like, okay, by like Wednesday, I was like, I gotta pull it together. So I did take a shower, which felt good, a little self-care. But you kind of get a little cabin fever. Lou and I went around and walked the neighborhood yesterday. We were kind of like ice skating and just kind of checking stuff out. And we walked around. It felt good to kind of get out of the house and walk around a little bit. But yeah, I'm still in my pajamas. Probably going to shower again today. You know, why not? I don't want to get, you know, feeling kind of down in the dumps, but they say from watching the weather that it's supposed to start to melt, but the thing is, again, we're still in freezing temperatures and it's supposed to rain. So yeah, Good thing is I did go to Costco on Sunday before my live, and then I had gone to the grocery store Monday before it got bad, and it was crazy, y'all. It really reminded me of, what we all know what happened a couple years ago. Very, very similar. People were like panic shopping. It was like mayhem, and they were like stocking up because we weren't sure how bad the weather was going to get and for how long. So good thing I got stocked up on food and been able to, that's one thing it's forced me to like have to make dinner. We haven't been doing any takeout or anything, so it's been good. We've all just been kind of hanging out together, having dinners, and like I said, Lou's just living her best life. Her and her friends are just out and about in the neighborhood and just going to each other's houses, and yeah, so she definitely has not been inside. She's loving it. Okay, so let's go back. So that's been kind of what's been going on the last few days. Which has just been kind of crazy. There's been a lot of people home. I kind of miss my me time, right? Because, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and normally the kids are at school, husband goes to work, normally, and it's just me and the dogs. Ollie is good. That's our puppy. Let's talk about Ollie. Ollie is 16 weeks now, I think. He's a little guy. It's our little Frenchie, our little French bulldog that we got him a few days before Christmas. He fell in the pool. That was scary. So we do have a swimming pool, and we, our Boston Terriers, one of them is okay with going in the water, but the other one doesn't like it. And we've tried to teach them how to swim in case they do fall in, and we feel like they do know where the steps are. But with Frenchies, and especially how small he is, we have heard that they can't swim. So it's really, really scary. We never let him in the backyard, obviously, without us, because we're afraid of that. So on, what day was it? It was Friday of last week after we talked last. I had taken him out to go to the bathroom, and he's kind of following the big dogs, and the big dogs are going around the edge of the pool. And right where the corner is, he's just kind of not paying attention. And there is like a step there, so it wasn't deep. But now his foot has slipped in like a couple of other times before, just dipped in, and he's like, oh, he pulls it back out. Like, whoa, I almost fell. This time the foot went in, and half of his body went in, and the other foot went in, and he was like halfway in the pool. I was right there, so I scooped him up, and I'm kind of hoping it scared him, and it maybe like taught him a lesson to be careful, and that you've got to, yeah. So it's really scary, y'all. Kind of wish we had like a cover, which we don't, or a gate, because everyone, we don't have little ones anymore, but I feel like we do again. You can't take your eye off of them when they're out in the backyard. Yeah, so that was scary, but I swooped him up, and I'm sure the water was cold. This is before, we got the really nasty weather, but it's been, it's winter, so the water's not that warm. But I scooped him up, and I just grabbed him. I was soaking wet. My shirt was all wet, but I took him in the house and grabbed a towel and wrapped him up and just kind of held him for a while. But his heart was beating. I was like, oh, buddy. So yeah, poor little Ollie, you all. And he's pooping and peeing in the house everywhere, and you got to watch where you step, and you'll be walking and you'll step in something wet, and you're like, oh, come on. Or you'll walk in a room and you smell pee. You're like, really? I don't know. My husband says that he's too young really yet to like know what to really truly potty train him. But yeah, I'm kind of I wish he would get potty trained quicker. I'm tired of cleaning up messes, but I definitely think we should get the carpets cleaned, once we get through all this, because it's kind of nasty. All right. Now we do have some ruggables. The rug in the living room and our family room. It's if you're not familiar with them, they're great. They're machine washable. So they're thinner, right? So you could stick them in the wash machine. And so the one I have in my craft room is a ruggable. So I can just slap that put it in the wash machine. And then the one in our living room is one. And I think we just have two, but they're great. So my mom had turned me on to them. And you can just put them in the wash machine. If they'll fit, you just stick them in the wash machine. So yeah, I'm going to have to wash the rug because I'm sure last night I was laying on the floor and I was like, I smell pee. Oh my God, I got to wash this thing. So yeah, we're constantly washing blankets and all the things, but he's been sleeping through the night more, and it has kind of been sucky lately, taking out a puppy when it's cold. I almost slipped. I was carrying him outside to the grass, and there's a couple steps you have to step down, and it's super icy and slippery out there. And my foot slipped for a second, and I was holding him, and I thought, oh my gosh, I almost went down. So after that, I was like, I was really, really careful with what I was doing and how I was walking down, kind of holding on to things better and going a little bit slower. But y'all, it's dangerous out there. And, you know, people don't know how to drive I don't even know how to drive in the snow and the ice, but we've been watching the weather, and they're like, you know, showing all these people on the news, like, you know, sliding and getting stuck, and it's pretty crazy, y'all. Yeah. Again, it's just, you know, we're not used to this, and it happens, you know, once a year normally, if that. And we're just, again, you know, there's sand trucks and everything, but it gets so icy. So yeah, so Ollie slipped in the pool. That was scary. That was Friday. And then Friday night, Lou had a glow party at school. It was from 6:30 to 8:30. And what it was is it was a fundraiser, and they had In-N-Out. They had an In-N-Out food truck, the burger place, which was really cool. And you had to buy the food tickets ahead of time. And then everything was glow in the dark. They had like, the kids got to get, you know, glow bracelets and glow in the dark glasses. And they had it was really fun. They had a DJ in the cafeteria, and they had all the lights turned off, and the kids were just dancing and running around, and everything was like glowing in the dark. And yeah, it was really fun. The one thing is, when it comes to those type of deals, I don't really know any moms. I'm not like I can get socially awkward, right? And which I know a lot of us get that way, and it's just weird, and I don't know anybody, and I get kind of shy and awkward, and you know, all these other moms are kind of talking, and they all have these little cliques and everything, and I'm just like, So the good thing is, the first thing we needed to do was stand in line, because they'd given us tickets in our little envelope for the tickets we had purchased. You got to stand in line for like your glow item. So I did that while she went off to go find friends. And then I stood in line to get our In-N-Out, to get our burgers. And it was a really long line. So I just kind of stood there by myself on my phone, you know, kind of just people watching. And then while she went and played. And then they had a cotton candy machine. So I basically stood in line. So I was okay with that. It kind of sucked standing in line the whole time, but I don't know anybody. And so the one time I did have to sit there awkwardly was in the cafeteria. Once we got our burgers, we ate. And then she was done eating, and she wanted to go run off and play with her friends. And I'm sitting there by myself in this huge cafeteria crowded with all these moms and, you know, like all these families. And it's just me by myself sitting there finishing my food. I was like, oh, I can't wait to stand up. And then that's when she said she wanted cotton candy. So yeah, and that's one of the situations where I'm like, you know, should I get to know more people? But I'm actually okay. You know, I got y'all, I got my, you know, my community here, and I do have Randy, and I've got some friends, and I'm just like, I was always like that though growing up. I wasn't one of those girls or one of those people that had like a ton of friends. I mean, I knew of people, but I always kind of stuck with like one close friend, right? And just kind of stuck with them instead of like a big group of people. So yeah, it was kind of weird. But I was really, really thankful that I had to wait in all those lines, because then I didn't have to, you know, look like I'm standing there by myself with nobody to talk to. So yeah, we did that. And like I said, In-N-Out Burger was good. I was really impressed. They had like their act together, which was good. It's a kind of a California chain, and that's where I'm originally from. So whenever we got In-N-Out in Texas and Trader Joe's, we were all like, yeah, we were like super pumped. So we did that, and yeah, like I said, it was kind of awkward, but it worked out. I didn't have to, you know, talk to anybody really, because I had nobody to talk to. Hold on, I'm going to get a sip of coffee while it's still kind of warm. All right, let me grab my next color. Ooh, I like this. This is 368. I know I've asked y'all before, but I don't have a favorite DMC color still. I'm always kind of looking for my favorite one, and y'all have told me yours. I don't know. I'll tell you what though, people that love purple, they love purple. And I get it, because as a kid, my favorite color was purple, and then unicorns. And my entire room was purple. Everything, like, purple people are like crazy. They like really love their purple. But it's like $5.50 is a lot of favorite DMCs for a lot of people, you know. Yeah. Okay, so Saturday. Let's go into Saturday. Yeah, I almost lost Lou and her best friend. I had taken, so it was nice out, and they were kind of getting a little stir crazy in the house on Saturday, which is crazy because we just had nice weather, but that's Texas weather for you. It was like 60 degrees out, 55, 60. So they said they wanted to go to a park. And I was like, okay, I'll take y'all to a park. Now, this park is really big, and it's interesting because I do remember almost losing the boys before when they were little. It's like on both sides, there's a part. So there's these benches and tables and everything in the center where the parents can hang out. And then on both sides, there's like little villages and cities and buildings. It's a huge park, and kids can play, and there's like, you know, all kinds of swings, and it's just really, really big. It's not just one little playground. It's big. So they wanted to go there, and I brought my paint gem, which was awesome because I got like 2 of them done. So they would come in and check. I told them this is where I'm going to sit, and we got there about 4 o'clock. Yeah, 3:30, 4 o'clock, and they're playing, having a great time, checking in with me, you know, every 30 minutes or so. And so I knew they were good, and then I could see them, you know, they would run by, and I was just doing my own thing and really relaxed. I was like, this is awesome. Sitting outside, diamond painting at a table while the kids are playing. It was really nice. And then they came to me because there was an ice cream truck, an ice cream van. So I gave them some money. They went and got an ice cream. They came back. Well, at this point, it's about 5:45, almost 6, and it's starting to get dark. And I told the girls, I'm like, we need to leave soon. It's starting to get dark. And they were like, we're not ready yet. We want to stay here when it's dark. We think it'd be fun. I was like, okay. So I was watching them, and more people are starting to leave, right? The park's getting emptier and emptier. And they were right behind me on some swings. I could hear them and I could see them. And they were talking to another little girl. And like I said, it's dusk, right? It's starting to get dark. And I'm watching them. So then I stand up, and I've decided to pack up my stuff because it's time to go. So I'm going to pack up all my diamond painting stuff, and I'm going to go grab them, and we're going to leave. So I pack up my stuff, and I go to turn around, and they're not on the swings anymore. I'm like, whoa, wait a second. I just saw them. So then I started feeling like an awful mom. I was like, oh my gosh, I was sitting here diamond painting instead of paying attention to the kids. This is not good. And it started to get darker and darker, and there was less and less kids there, and I started to panic. So at this point, I wasn't sure if I should leave the table because I thought, okay, what if they come back looking for me and I'm looking for them? You know, one of those things. It's like, are you supposed to stay put, or should you, you know, move? So even talking about it, I'm like, the anxiety. So I started having all these thoughts of like, did someone take them? And I was like, wait, you know, they have each other. They're loud. They're big. You know, they're big. You know, they're 10 and 11. So I was like, okay, I would have heard something. They were right behind me. So I just kind of started to have all these crazy thoughts. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm going to look for my next color. I need the triangle. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. I didn't mean to stop mid-story, but I can't find my color. There are 65 colors. Do you ever do that? Oh, here we go. All right, 746. So at this point, I'm not yelling for them because I'm just like trying to keep it together and thinking this is not happening. So I'm just walking, but kind of walking in the center, looking on both sides and being close to the table where I was sitting in case they look for me and come back. So I'm trying to like be in a central location where I kind of can see what's going on and look for that, you know, just all the things. Now, Lou normally wears her watch, but she did not have her watch on. So we learned a lesson. She's not allowed to go off without me unless she has her phone or her watch so we can communicate with each other, right? Because I couldn't call her. Her best friend has a phone, and normally she has her phone with her, but her mom said you can't take it because you're going to the playground, right? Going to the park, which makes total sense. So I had no way to contact them. So at this point, I'm walking around. It's been about 10 minutes, and I don't see them anywhere. So my phone rings, and it's my husband. And he's like, where are y'all? You've been gone a long time. What about dinner and everything? And I was like, yeah. And he could hear it in my voice. I'm like, we're trying to leave. I'm trying to find the girls, and I don't see them anywhere. He was like, what? I said, yes, I'm looking for them. Everything's going to be okay. And he's like, okay. He goes, he goes, have you started yelling for her? I'm like, no, I just started looking for them. I'm going to start calling her name and really, he goes, okay. And so right when I hung up with him, I started screaming her name. I was like, Lou, Lou. And after a couple times of calling her, I hear, yeah, Mom. Oh my gosh, y'all. So immediately I call my husband back. He said he was getting in the car and he was heading in our direction. He was backing out of the driveway when I called him. So I barely caught him in time, but he was like coming. He goes, where were they? And I'm like, they were just over here. They were like underneath this structure, and I couldn't see them, and it's getting dark. He goes, did you ever watch them? I'm like, no. So yeah, we, so scary, y'all. And I told her afterwards, I'm like, you really scared me. I know it's not your fault. Y'all were playing, but next time we need to leave earlier before it gets dark. Cause that was not safe. So y'all, I almost lost her. Oh my gosh. I mean, I didn't almost lose her, but I had that panic, and I haven't experienced that in a long time. But I started thinking about it afterwards. When I got home, I was like, I remember this happening when the boys were little. That park is just so big. Yeah, it's just really, really big. And if they're playing hide and go seek or in one of the little buildings, you can't see them. So yeah, we got home, figured out dinner and did all that. Crazy thing. So Nate, my 16-year-old, and if y'all have been here, you've heard me talk about him. He's a hermit. He's a homebody. He has his license. He has a car, but he doesn't go many places. Well, Saturday night he went out. Yeah, he went out with friends. So happy. He had told me, the night before, Mom, is it okay if I go, out bowling with my friends? We're going to go to main event and go bowling. I was like, yeah, what am I going to say? No. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. Go, go, go. I'm like, do you need money? He's like, no, I'm okay. And so, yeah, he went out and he said they had a great time. They did laser tag, and he said the bowling was like a really long wait to get a bowling alley or a lane. So they just did the arcade and laser tag and just hung out. So yeah, my little boy went out. I was so happy. And he had a friend that got dropped off out front, and he gave his friend a ride there. So I guess there was like 4 or 5 guys that like all met up. Yeah, so that's good. He actually got out of the house. Yeah, because he doesn't really go anywhere except for to school and back are really the only places he drives to. So that was good. I was happy to see him socializing outside of his room and, getting out there a little bit. And then Sunday, we had our live. I do go live. If you are new here, I do live streams on Sundays at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time. And it was real life this last Sunday. I always try to be upbeat, uplifting. I never want to be Debbie Downer, but I want to be real too. So it's, it's a balancing act, right? And, wasn't having the best day on Sunday. Some things were happening, and I almost canceled because I thought, I was crying, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. This is not, what do I do? What do I do? It's like, 5 minutes before, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And then I thought, what? A couple of things here. One, I don't want to, disappoint anybody if they were counting on a live, because I know I really look forward to lives. It gives me a chance to sit down and craft and socialize with friends and hang out, and I really enjoy them. And I thought, okay, this should not be all about me. I can do this. Plus, y'all always make me feel better, so maybe this is what I need, get my mind off of things. And that's exactly what happened. Everybody was so supportive, so kind, and I'm just so thankful that I have you guys, during times like that where you're not, you're just having a sucky day. And yeah, y'all came through for me, so thank you. And thank you for, everyone checking in, and yeah. But things are better now. I know I've had some people, like I said, asking how I'm doing, if things better. Yeah, I'm good. It was just, things happen, and I'm not going to get into it. But yeah, and it wasn't like a huge deal, but it was something that upset me. So, and I wasn't feeling 100%. And so that's all that mattered. You know, I was like, how am I going to go live and, talk to people, and how am I going to do this? But we did it. We got through it. It was fun. It's funny because at the beginning of the live, I was like, oh, I'm just going to be on here for a few minutes, because I'm like thinking there's no way I can do this for, my normal hour and a half-ish. But we did it, and it was so fun, and y'all got my mind off things, and I felt better. And like I said, everything worked itself out at home. Yeah, so everything's all good. Yep. A lot of y'all were saying it'll be fine, it'll be okay. And you're right. I mean, everything, you get through it all. Things happen, you talk it out. It's a new day, right? And that's exactly what happened. So when I first started diamond painting, I was telling y'all that I had missed a symbol. There was one more. Little sneaky guys. Very, very sneaky. All right. So, sorry I keep moving this thing around, but sometimes when I diamond paint, I'm really rough. I like press and push. And so I'm constantly kind of scooching. I'm a scoocher. So every time I do that, it kind of moves the whole painting. I used to use, and I still have it, but I haven't used it in a long time. I used to use I have a magnetic desk pad from IKEA. And a lot of times I would kind of pin down with cover minders the edges of my painting, like on the corners, and just kind of have fun decorative cover minders all around. But I don't know what, I think I started moving it because, I was doing like unboxings, and I didn't really want to have that as the background. But it sure was easy, like, to move everything at once, because it was just like all on a desk cover, like a pad, But I haven't used that in a while. What else, y'all? So that was Sunday. And then Monday, we got the snow. And everything just came to a halt, it seems like. I mean, really, it did. Which is probably a good thing, especially for people that have kids and they're always running around and they're super busy. It's probably nice for people just to go, to be forced to slow down and to just, chill. I'm totally good with that. And we don't have our kids aren't in a lot of activities like they used to be. So we're not one of those families that, super, super busy running around. But I started thinking, I'm like, about all the families that other kids are in sports and the parents work, and maybe it's forced them to like work from home, and the kids' activities have been, paused for now. So yeah, I think it's a good thing to kind of chill out for a bit. My husband was telling me, though, that it kind of reminded him of, what happened before. And I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. He goes, yeah, I'm kind of having those same kind of feelings and thoughts. I'm like, no, it's not the same. No. This is just being in the house for a few days, and it's going to be okay. Right, y'all? All right, looking for my next symbol. I was hoping we'd get to finish this together, this row. After I finish this row, this square, I'll be done with this row, like I said, and then I'll post a progress pic on Instagram. I will. All right, so let's talk about diamond painting stuff. How about that? Because we're pretty much caught up. But again, y'all, make sure in the comments if you feel comfortable. I want to know how you are. Just kind of checking in with you, seeing if you're doing okay. So let me know. A lot of y'all are so good about commenting. And if you don't want to comment, that's fine too. I appreciate you just being with me, you giving me a chance to open up and talk to y'all and get some stuff off my chest and catch up. So you don't have to comment. No, I know you're here. There's a lot of videos that I watch and I don't comment on. I should, but sometimes it just will go on to the next one. So, all right. I need another color. What shall we do? I don't want to do ABs because sometimes they give me trouble. Trouble. All right, so diamond painting. I'm going to be hosting an event with my best friend in March. And I'm not going to continually talk about it because I know not everybody's participating in it, but I just wanted to cover it real quick if we can. So in March, Mermaids and Magic. It's our second year of doing it. It's just a month-long diamond painting community event. So if you have anything with mermaids or anything anything magical, join us. There's going to be weekly prizes, grand prizes. It does not have to be, you don't have to start a brand new diamond painting. If it's something that already fits and you've been working on it already, just keep working on it. And yeah, just subscribe to both of us and listen to our weekly whip and chats. And we'll be giving like a secret word, throughout the video that you have to put in the comments. And then the following whip and chat the next week, we'll be giving away a prize. It's open to US and international. We've got some good sponsors, y'all. Some really good sponsors. We're kind of just firming up the last couple right now, but I think we've got pretty much everybody. We've had so many cool donations, awesome people sponsoring, so I'm really, really excited and really appreciative to everybody that's been, helping us out with this. And what else? I will be doing, and so will Randy, we're going to be doing an official announcement video, kind of just covering all the things if you are interested in it. So be looking for that. It's coming. And what else? Yeah, so it'll be a lot of fun. And like I said, I'm really going to try to not, especially those whip-in chats in March, I know not everybody's participating in the event, and you don't have to be. There's no obligation. So I don't want it to be like a commercial or, talking just about that the entire time or talking about all the sponsors every week. So I'm going to try to keep it, I'm going to try to keep it balanced where I'm thanking the people that have helped us out and sponsoring, and I'm talking about the event, but that's not all we're going to be talking about. It'll be a regular whip and chat. So please join us and, hang out with us even though you're not participating in it. So yes, it shall be a lot of fun. I'm very, very excited about it. I also have been asked, so one of my goals that I've always had for my channel, and I haven't done it yet, but it's still out there, y'all. It's one of the things, like one of my dreams. I would absolutely die if I was asked to do sneak peeks. Okay. I love to do unboxings. I would be so honored if I was asked to do sneak peeks. Well, I got asked. Now I haven't done them yet, so it hasn't happened, but I was asked by 2 companies to do sneak peeks. So I am so excited. I've had my channel for almost 2 years and I've never done sneak peeks. Now I have done product reviews for Craftably, which, I love them and I really appreciate those, but they were paintings that were already out, right? And so I kind of had this goal of like maybe doing a sneak peek of one that hasn't been out yet and showing it to people before it's been released. So I'm very excited. I've got Lazy River. I've got a mermaid that I'm going to be doing. Gorgeous, gorgeous mermaid. And that will be in March. So be looking, so about, 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks probably before I get that. So be on the lookout for that. And once I do it, it'll be released probably that same day. I'll kind of have it timed either the day before or the day of. So y'all can see it and decide if you want to buy it. I think you're going to like it. Oh, I know you're going to like it. It's beautiful. Lazy River, actually, I saw Steph had posted a picture of it on her Instagram. So if you are not following them, you might want to check them out. They were known for their pins, their diamond painting pins, and now they're selling diamond paintings. So go check out Lazy River. I'll have them linked down below. But yeah, now I know she's going to have a limited supply of this painting that I'm going to be previewing. So you might want to get in on it if you're interested. And then, y'all, if that wasn't enough, I got asked by another friend, Enabler's Outpost. Yes, a mermaid from them. I get to do a sneak peek on. So I'm just feeling all the love. Really, really, really do appreciate it. They're so kind to be asking me to do sneak peeks. It really makes you feel like, what you're doing matters and it can be helpful, and they value, your content, and they think maybe you're doing a good job. So it's validating, I guess, in a way. I don't know how to, I know I shouldn't be looking for that from other people. I should be like, just, internally and inwardly, like looking at that, trying to make myself happy, but it's so fun and to be asked, and it really makes you feel good. So I will do those justice. I'll be honest, right? I don't want to just, get too excited, and, I will be honest. That's one thing I told myself. I know you're excited about these sneak peeks, but you got to be honest so y'all can see exactly what's going on, and I'll tell you what I really think. So I'm so excited because this will be my first Lazy River diamond painting. I've been waiting for a mermaid because Steph loves mermaids, but they haven't had one yet. So I was like, okay, I know it's coming at some point. We're going to get a mermaid. And sure enough, they're getting one and I get to see it. And in addition to that, I forgot. So I'm going to be previewing that painting. But in addition, she's also donating another painting, the same one that I'm going to be previewing, an additional one for a giveaway for Mermaids and Magic. Yes, so they are donating. They're one of our sponsors. So nice. Yeah, so I'm really, really honored and touched. So If y'all are watching, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, be looking for those. I wouldn't mind doing a Diamond Art Club, sneak peek. Maybe one day, y'all. Yeah, it's nice to have goals and, things to look forward to and try to get, right? So that would be something fun to do too. I don't know how you get that. I don't know if they just tap you on the shoulder. I don't know. But if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, right? I'm not going to go ask. I'm just going to, if they find me and they want me and they think I could help them, then that's what'll happen. So yeah, I'm just so thankful for the ones I'm getting. So yeah, exciting stuff, y'all. Sorry, I'm just sliding around a little bit. All right, did I get all those? Let me see. Okay, so this is, I just noticed this is like her tail. I know y'all probably already noticed that, but okay, what else, y'all? All right, what else? This might be a shorter whip and chat. I normally go on and on and on, but I guess sometimes I'm not going to have like a lot of stuff to say, which is unlike me. Everything is good. Don't worry. I just don't want to, I didn't take any notes this week. So I don't really have any I might be forgetting about some stuff. Plus, not a whole lot has happened in the last 3 days because of the ice. We haven't, like I said, gone anywhere, done anything. Even my Patreon vlog this week is going to be a little light because I normally take them where I go and we do things. This week it's been like, well, I'm walking around the neighborhood in the ice. I'm at home again. Yeah. So it'll be a little light this week. And if y'all did not know, I do have a Patreon. No obligations whatsoever. But if you are interested and you do want to support the channel, it's behind the scenes content and I'd love to have you. So there's a link down below if you are interested. But yes, we have a good time over there. We do. All right, I am just moving and grooving on this. I'm not multi-placing like I normally do because I feel like sometimes when I'm doing whip and chats, I just want to kind of zone out and talk. Oh, well, now I say that. Now I'm seeing 4 in a row. I'm like, oh, I need it. I am thinking about trying metal tips, but I've tried in the past. I just see so many other folks, so many other creators too, using the metal tips. I'm just real picky about the thinness, I want the real super thin ones. I have tried others and I struggle when I multi-place. So maybe, I don't know, I get kind of comfortable with what works. And then, you just kind of do what works. But I want to show y'all things. And speaking of showing you things, I haven't really purchased anything lately. It's been kind of, slowed down a little bit. It's so funny. When I first started my channel, I used to worry about content because I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? How am I going to fill up, every other day of videos? What am I going to do? And it's so funny. I worried about that the first 6 months because I really, what are you going to talk about? What are you going to show? What's your channel going to be? You need things to show. And I remember I bought a lot of things at first. And then I don't know when it happened. Maybe after about a year, I stopped worrying about that and things just happened. And I always had enough content. And I may have slowed down a little bit on videos, but I think that's okay because I don't want to be buying stuff just to be buying stuff, But I still will, obviously. I mean, I love dime painting. I love all the accessories. But yeah, but it's been interesting. I've been able to kind of find a groove that works for me and my family and doesn't feel like it's too much and I'm enjoying it. And that's the big thing. I only want to do this if I'm enjoying it. So, I do my whip and chats. That's normally a, go-to every week, which is great. I love doing those. Doesn't cost anything, or I don't have to buy anything. I get to catch up with y'all. So my whip and chats, and then I do my lives. So that's 2 videos a week. And then, it's normally there's something that pops up. But I used to really worry about it, but now I don't worry about it anymore because something always comes up. Either I get a product review to do, or I do purchase something, or I don't know. It's just funny how you worry about those things at first and then you don't, things just kind of happen. So I do have, I never did unbox my Black Friday paintings. I didn't order a whole lot. If y'all know me, you probably know me by now, but if you've been watching, I'm not a I don't have a huge stash, and I don't buy like a ton of stuff. After I was just saying I was buying a lot of stuff, but on a regular basis, I kind of can't push the button. I don't know why I can't make a decision, y'all. I overthink everything. And I never did my Black Friday ones. I think I only got 3, but one of them is Wizard of Oz themed, and I will be co-hosting the Wizard of Oz event in August, Oz and Og. So I was thinking about just saving that for that month. And then I also ordered, and I've had them for a long time, the one with the diamond art. I ordered some Wizard of Oz themed Jasmine Beckett Griffiths from that company that I have not unboxed yet. So I think I'm going to save those. But I did order some other things from Black Friday. I just kind of feel like they've already, it's been so long since those have been out. And would anyone even want to see those? I kind of feel like it needs to be relevant. Like right after they get released, you need to show those. I've always kind of felt that way. I'm like, if I've had it for a while, why do you want to see it? So I don't know. Maybe if I feel like I need to unbox something or I need some content or, feeling like I'm up to it, maybe I will unbox my Black Friday ones. Yeah, maybe I will. And then with the diamond art, I think I'm going to save those. I am curious because I've never unboxed that company before. So yes, I've got to decide, speaking of unboxings and paintings, I need to decide what painting I'm going to do for Mermaids and Magic. And also, I'm kind of trying to decide with this painting, I'm on the second row, but I'm going to be going to a retreat, the crafting retreat, end of February. And I'm just trying to decide if is this going to be the one I'm going to take. I don't know if I'm going to be done. I think I'm still going to be working on it. And if that's the case, then I'll probably just bring this with me to the retreat, finish it up, hopefully. But I don't want to run out and finish it and not have anything else to do there. So I don't know. I'm kind of like, what do I do? So I don't really know until I get to that point, I guess, in February. And then after I get home, I think it'll be time to kit up my Mermaids and Magic kit. Because I get home on the 26th, I think, of February. Its retreat is the 23rd, I think. Yeah, I think 23rd through the 26th. So when I get back, I need to I'll have just enough time to kit up my Mermaids and Magic. But I'm trying to decide which kit to do. I think I've narrowed it down, but I keep switching and changing my mind. So maybe I'll ask my Patreons to help me choose one. I've never done that, but I think that'd be fun, to do a little voting. The one that's on the top of my list is my Mermaid. Here I go. What's Deity of Dawn, I think is the name. I've seen it completed. I've never worked on a Maid, so I think it'd be fun to do one I've never done before. And it's got a lot of ABs. It's a beautiful mermaid. So I'm kind of leaning towards that one. But y'all, I have so many. So that's the hard part. It's really hard. I don't know. Decisions, y'all. So y'all let me know if you are going to be participating in Mermaids and Magic. That's actually a good question for the video because I want to know what y'all are going to be working on before it happens. I mean, obviously I see on Instagram and Facebook and all that, your progress. But do y'all know what you're going to be working on? And if so, what are you going to be doing? Let me know. I also kind of want to do something that not everyone is doing. You know what I mean? Kind of want to do something different. And that's kind of what I felt like I did last year. So last year I did a Jazz Higgins. And I think only one other person did it that I remember. And she's an artist out of Australia, Brisbane, Australia. And she sells her own diamond paintings out of Australia. And they're kind of the big-eyed girls. They kind of remind me of Jasmine Beckett Griffith, but they're happier. They're not kind of the darker, so I did her, and it was a good size. It wasn't too big. And I'm trying to remember, I don't think Deity of Dawn is super big. I just want to be able to complete it. I want to be able to start it at the beginning of the month and complete it during the event. So I can kind of, have a complete process. That's just my thinking. But you don't have to do that yourself. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. But I don't know. I have so many other mermaids to go through. Sorry, I'm stretching. Oh my gosh. I'm hurt right now. I wasn't even going to tell y'all because it's so silly. But since I brought it up, I guess I got to tell you now. I hurt myself, But the way that I hurt myself is ridiculous. It's embarrassing, but I'm going to tell y'all because I tell y'all everything. So, I think it's called your lats. The lats, it's like my shoulder blades, okay? It's back behind where my shoulder blades are. It's on the left-hand side, and it happened about a week ago, and I started getting this shooting pain in that area, like where my shoulder blades, like just on the left-hand side. Sorry, I'm looking for a color. And I started to feel this, like, it almost feels like a pinch, okay, is the best way to describe it. And I thought, what did I do? Now, I had been on the floor with the puppy the night before, and I thought maybe because I was on the floor and I was like leaning up, holding myself up, my shoulders, maybe I kind of pinched something there from like kind of, sitting up a little bit and not being in a good, good position. So I thought that's what it was. And I've been taking, I used the heating pad and I've been taking ibuprofen. Well, that lasted a couple days and it hurt when I slept on it. That was like the worst part, is laying on it. I couldn't get comfortable whenever the ibuprofen would start wearing off. So it lasted for a couple of days and then it went away. Well, the second day that I had that pain, I started really thinking about what am I doing that could have caused this? And my husband's like, maybe it's diamond painting. I'm like, no, it's on my left side. I diamond paint with my right hand. My left arm, my left doesn't do anything but just like chill. So I don't think that's it. And I started thinking, okay, what else am I doing? What other repetitive motion, bad posture, what am I doing? Because he thought maybe it was my posture. I'm like, I've never had any pains when I diamond paint before. I don't think that's it. Well, I think I pinpointed what it is. So pretty much every day, every day, every day, I will take a little chill and lay in my bed and scroll on my phone. I do it maybe more than once a day. If the puppies are playing in the bedroom, I'll close the bedroom door, just kind of let them wrestle and play and, lay on the bed and just kind of chill out, scroll through Instagram and, whatever. So what I'm doing is, and I think this is the culprit, I'm holding my phone. So I'm laying on my side and I'm holding my phone with my left hand and I'm scrolling with my right. And I think I'm on my phone too much. And the way that I'm holding my phone, it's right where that muscle is. So I think I'm on my phone too much. Scrolling through Instagram, looking at diamond painting pictures. Y'all, yes. So it's a good thing and a bad thing because I'm like forcing myself to go, okay, stop laying down and getting on your phone and stop, because I don't know how else to hold my phone. I don't know how else to lay and hold it. I've tried holding it with my right hand. Well, then I can't scroll and I can't like anything. It doesn't work. So y'all, I think it's because I was holding my phone up, basically holding my phone like this, right? And then scrolling. So, and this is the arm that's hurt. And it's when I hold it like this, I can feel that shoulder blade muscle kind of tense up a little bit. So I think that's what it is. So bad. But I don't want to give up my rest time because the dogs come up with me and they get under the blankets and we just do it in the afternoon for like an hour. I know, it's so bad. Or I'll like do dishes or laundry. I'm like, oh, I deserve to go lay down for a little bit because I know I've been telling you I've been tired lately. Yeah, so every day, a couple times a day, I have to lay down and chill, and I think that's what it's. So now I'm trying to figure out. So I had it for a couple of days. It went away because I stopped doing that. Well, I was on my phone for a while yesterday because it's snowing. We have nothing else to do, right? Kids are home. So I'm scrolling, and I start feeling that shooting pain again. I'm like, no. And it is intense. And I couldn't sleep very well last night, and I have it again today. So, y'all, if you have any recommendations on a different way to hold my phone, maybe I need to have prop it up on I don't know, where I don't have to hold it. Prop it up on, I've been thinking about different ways. Like propping it up on a pillow, or I'm still going to be holding it, or like a stand. Maybe I need I have a stand, but I don't want to say stay off my phone. I like checking out everything on Instagram and looking at y'all's pictures. I love it. It's like one of my favorite pastimes if I'm not diamond painting. So yeah, so I'm in a lot of pain right now. So that's why I'm not maybe diamond painting as much. Yeah, I haven't diamond painted much today. It doesn't hurt when I diamond paint because like I said, it's on the other side, but I can still feel it. But I took some ibuprofen before we started. But sleeping on it is like the worst thing. No matter what position I lay, it hurts. It feels like it's just like a pinch. Yeah. So if y'all know what I should do other than get off my phone, tell me. I need y'all's advice. Yes. All right. I think I am doing pretty good here. I can't believe we did not get interrupted, y'all. I did not tell anybody I was going to start filming because I almost poured my drills into my coffee. Did y'all? I know you're not watching, but I went like this. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if I would have poured those into my coffee? That would have been so good. Oh my gosh. Oh man, y'all. Man, oh man. All right. I need R. R. Where's R? I was looking for it earlier and I couldn't find it. There's too many colors. 65 colors. It's like, I can't even. Oh, this is like the second time I've looked for R2 and I had a hard time the last time. I really want to finish this. So y'all let me know what is going on with you. I want to know. I am going to go live this Sunday. I don't have a guest planned, so it'll be just me. And yeah, there's not much going on. We'll just kind of hang out. Hopefully this Sunday will be better. I think it will be. And we'll just kind of hang out. Hopefully y'all can make it. But yeah, thanks again to all the new people. I don't know what happened. I just got like my numbers went up and I don't know why, but appreciate it. Oh, I was going to tell y'all, thank you so much. That's what I forgot to do. I was going to write it down, but I forgot. I did a Destash video for a friend. I think it went out yesterday or the day before. And, oh, y'all were amazing. She's almost sold out. It was for Saban. You know, I showed you one of her cover minders. She's going to be having surgery and she's going to be, having to close her Etsy shop for a little bit to have her surgery and to recuperate. So she's not going to be able to sell anything and she's going to lose that income. So she was telling me that she was going to do a Destash. And if, I was interested in some of them and I told her, I'm like, you know what? I can do a video for you. Maybe that'll help. Because I really wanted to help her out. And because she's great, y'all. She's a great person. So kind. And she's really been supportive of us for so many events. And she's just a good person. She's a friend of mine. So I wanted to help her out. And y'all came through. It's been crazy. The amount of messages, Instagram messages, emails. Yeah, it's been the comments. It was a little hard to keep up with. But my other friend, Tammy Short, who I get to give a shout out to. So Tammy, if you're watching, thank you. She's another friend of mine. She stepped up and helped out and made a spreadsheet for us to use. And it's been great because it had like all the paintings listed by company, different spreadsheets. And then it's got all the categories of like the artist, the size. So when I did the video, I just read off of that and made it really easy. And then it's got the retail price. So yeah, it's had all the information in like a little sold section. So I just was kind of writing down everyone's names. And then they were sending Saban the money through PayPal. And then I'm forwarding Saban like their shipping at their mailing address. And she's going to start shipping those out. So thank y'all so much for helping her out. And even some of y'all, you know who you are if you're listening, even gave her a little something extra. So nice of y'all. It's just amazing what we can do when you just tell someone you need help. And it's a good reminder that, don't suffer in silence, This has been a real eye-opener. It's like, if you need help, just ask and y'all come through, So it was really nice. So she's going to be busy. I told her, I don't mind doing this part. You get the fun part of all the shipping. So I'm good. I almost thought, what if I did this for people? What if? Would that be weird? I mean, I don't know if I'd want to do that, but maybe I don't know. I enjoyed it. It's kind of fun making the video and popping the pictures up on the screen and giving the information. The only thing I'd be kind of worried about is, to be honest, like I would, sell them for people or, help them sell them. And then what if they didn't ship them? Not that anybody would do that, but I'm only like half of the process, right? And I can't really control the whole thing. But yeah, what if I started like a Destash business, right? I could like do videos for people. I don't know, y'all. I'm just talking out loud. I don't think I'm going to do that, but that'd be interesting, right? Wouldn't it? But no, thank y'all so much again for everybody helping her out. And yeah, she's only got a couple left. So if you're interested, you didn't see that video, go watch it. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. She only has a few left. Let's see. She's got the People's Princess. So the Princess Diana one. And Toulouse. Largent. It's like the cat in the mailbox. And I'm just going off the top of my head. Sugar Plum Fairy. Mandy Manzano. She had Panda Valley, but I think that just sold. So there's only like 3 or 4 left. Yeah, we're almost done. Oh gosh, look at that, y'all. Well, you didn't see it, but see, it's ABs. I struggle with them. Just took the tip of my pen right out. Yeah, so that was really fun to do that for her. And we've got, if she has anything left over or she has more, then Kimmy, another friend of ours, she might just do like post those in a Destash. Oh, because there is more. I just thought about that. Someone donated 2 paintings to the cause. She's like, I've got 2 paintings that I would like to donate, and then the money is for Saban. So if you can Destash those, here you go. So she actually lives near me, and I don't want to say her name because I didn't ask her if I could say it, but she is going to be dropping off the paintings whenever the road's clear to my house. And yeah, I'm going to have a couple of paintings that we can somehow, I think I'm going to have Kimmy maybe try to Destash those, and I can ship them to whoever buys them. But yeah, so I'm going to have like a couple more paintings. So be on the lookout for that. I don't know, how I'm going to do it, but I really appreciate, her doing that. So yeah, everyone was just so kind. It's just amazing how wonderful y'all are. It really is. So if you ever question this community, I'm telling you what, I've seen it firsthand. Yeah, y'all are something else. All right, I'm just going. I feel like I'm starting to just blah, 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 blab away. But this is cool. I didn't take notes, so I'm just kind of talking about whatever comes to mind, And that's kind of fun, just hanging out with a friend, catching up. I just wish I could hear from y'all, So how are we doing on here? We are almost done. Yes. All I really have is just the 5s, the ABs. Is that white? Yeah, that's 141. There's just going to be ABs kind of swirled in the center. And then I just have some symbols right here. Oh yeah, we'll be finishing this. So definitely be looking for an Instagram post of my progress if you want to see how it's turning out. But I'm loving this one. I'm really glad I chose this one to work on next. Kind of was one of those that just kind of, I didn't have a plan for my next one. And I was kind of looking through my stash and I'm like, which one speaks to me? And this one just spoke to me. I was like, perfect. You're the one. You are the one. Lucky you. All right, y'all. I'm going to wrap it up here. And again, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Hope you got some stuff done, whether it be crafting or, errands or organizing, or whatever you were doing. Hopefully I helped get you through it and escape for a little bit. And yeah, we're good here. So I hope you're doing the same. And if y'all have not already hit that like button, I definitely would appreciate it. They do help. So give me a thumbs up down below. And if you have not subscribed, there is a subscribe button down below, and it is free. I would love to have you. So join us here. We always have a lot of fun. And yeah, I'd love to have you part of my little diamond painting world here. So click on that. And then if you are clicking on the subscribe button, click on that notification bell. Click on all, and then that way you'll be notified whenever I post up any new videos. Okay. I love y'all so much. Hope you have a great rest of your week. I'm going to go edit this real quick and pop it up and get it up for y'all hopefully today. And yeah, and we're just going to stay warm here. Y'all do the same if it's cold where you are. And stay healthy and safe, and I want nothing but the best for y'all, okay? All right, love you, and I will talk to you in the next one. Okay, bye guys.